always pleased to have the opportunity at the spring meeting to come before you and bring you up to date a little bit on the state of ULI. You are the stewards of the organization, and I want to take a few minutes just to tell you a little bit about what and how we're doing. You know, like most parts of our industry, the state of ULI is strong. Both of our major meetings this year were record setters. Philadelphia brought some 3,500 plus people to this great city, and we set record council attendance. San Francisco back in the fall was also a record setter. Great program, terrific attendance, wonderful city. Our membership growth is also strong. We're currently within a whisker of 40,000. That's right about where we were before the financial crisis, so we've recovered our membership, but I think in the process we've built what I think is a much more durable and resilient ULI. We have a broader geographic reach, a much stronger district and national council network, and a more diverse membership. We forged a closer connection between your interests and our program of work, and we're working to make it easier for you to understand the organization. You know, there's no question it's a complicated entity, and to customize your own experience. I want to touch on a couple of topics that are current for us, and then a couple of things that are emerging. The first is global evolution. No doubt through some channel this week, you've heard about this from our member leadership. This is our effort to adjust the organization's structure to better serve our growing global footprint. I hear frequently from members at all levels of the organization who value ULI because it's both local and global. And this initiative is about building a structure that strengthens and better connects the two. And we're making good progress. We've made a series of governance adjustments. We are retooling the executive staff team to improve communications and streamline our operations. And we're developing a new process for planning and allocating resources. It's an investment in ULI's future, and it's driven by our goal of making it easier for you to connect and contribute. It's an initiative that reflects a strong and confident organization, the relevance of our mission, the breadth and commitment of our membership, and the tremendous on-the-ground impact of our programs, especially those delivered through the district and national council system. And it's a smart investment. It's not about building a big bureaucracy. In fact, in our current budget for next year, we're adding on a net basis worldwide, 1 position. So it's about making more impact out of our existing resources. We also want to make the organization more transparent and more consistent in its operations, better connected, and ultimately more relevant and more valuable for you. Now, let me zero in for a moment on the council program, often called the heart of ULI. Councils have always been a primary program of ULI, and they are a major focus of our spring meeting. And we've seen significant improvements in the program's performance. It's evident here in Philadelphia. I mentioned the record council attendance. We also have innovative new programs to connect younger members to our product councils, to introduce public sector members to the product councils, and to revitalize the programming and leadership of the councils themselves. We have over 400 council guests today. Those are folks who provide the human capital for new growth in the council program, either new flights of existing councils or exploring new topics and opportunities. Now, the old model for many members, particularly product council members, was to fly in for council meeting and head out. And we recognize that that's still the case for some. It's a major commitment to come to another city for a multi-day experience. And there's a lot of value that's concentrated in that council day. But increasingly, council members are much more fully integrated into the rest of the program. And I think the evidence is here in this room. We've also enhanced the program outside the council rooms. And we have over 600 members at this meeting who are full members, not currently on a product council. The progress is also evident in the increased linkages with the other member networks. We have to respect the integrity and the programmatic autonomy of the councils, but we want to take better advantage of those programs, capturing more of the content from the council rooms to drive ULI's program of work and to create impact through alliances and affiliations with the district councils. We set a specific priority to increase the value of the council program to ULI, but also to the industry and to our communities, and to do that without compromising what makes the program great: the frank and open interchange face-to-face in a small group that occurs in the council room. So kudos to the council leadership, led by Doug Lyons, and the council staff, led by Stephanie Wasser, a terrific job on the program. And as part of the new staff structure that I mentioned, we'll be continuing to drive additional connections between those two key member networks, the product councils and the district councils. Now, I want to briefly highlight two areas that are emerging as areas for exploration for ULI. We're hearing from you that these are affecting how you are thinking about your own activities, investing in, building, and managing the urban environment. The first revolves around technology. It's a big topic. There's a lot of different dimensions of this and how it affects you and your business. There's certainly the aspects of using technology to change the operations of your business, using tools to make you more efficient and more effective. But we're also very interested in the city building aspects of technology, the implications of the sharing economy and autonomous vehicles, but also public service delivery, how tech can wring more efficiency from infrastructure investment, how mobility can be improved, and not just through autonomous vehicles, and how land use regulations can become more about performance and less about specification, which we think will allow for more product innovation. We've held a series of early forums to explore this topic. Our district councils are very active looking at these topics, and I think you can look for technology to become more prominent in ULI's program. The second area emerging for us is cities as drivers of social equity. As this real estate cycle matures, the beneficial impacts on our cities have been substantial. ULI has been advocating for healthy urban centers since our founding, and for compact and walkable and vibrant communities for decades. The recent changes in our city and in our industry are profound, and we're familiar with the major drivers: changing demographics, better public services, falling crime rates, and innovative city building practices, both from the public and the private sector. We see new products, more flexible regulation, and more strategic public investment. But it's equally clear that the benefits of this are not being equitably distributed. It's most visible, perhaps, in the housing affordability challenge faced by most of our major markets, and the attendant political stress revolving around urban housing and mixed-use development and redevelopment. The debates about neighborhood change and gentrification often take on a zero-sum characterization, focusing in on winners and losers instead of on the common ground that we share. As industry leaders, it's up to us to help find solutions, models that can use investment in cities to help achieve better outcomes for a broader cross-section of our population. And this, too, will be an area that we'll be continuing to explore in the coming months. Now, one closing note. In a few weeks, the headquarters team in Washington will move into new offices about a mile east. We'll be leaving Georgetown, moving into the downtown core. This caps a 2-year effort. We have a terrific design, a very contemporary workplace, both in its visual characteristics as well as its operational characteristics. Compared to our current location, it's much more consistent with what ULI stands for. It's transit-friendly, it's accessible, it's a workplace that can adapt and flex to accommodate changes in work styles, workforce demographics, and technology. It also represents a careful use of your resources. We benefited from very good market timing. We carefully managed our design and construction budget. We'll deliver the space well under budget and ahead of schedule. And it's specifically been designed with you in mind, with our members in mind. We look forward to welcoming you at our new headquarters. You're all welcome to visit. There's a space for you, a friendly spot to land in Washington. So thanks once again for joining us this week in Philadelphia and for your ongoing support of ULI. We are especially grateful for the extraordinary commitment that's made by our full members and our council members. It's a privilege to continue to lead the staff side of the organization and to work with you to deliver ULI's mission in our communities every day. Thanks very much.